let's get into what we do on Trending Thursday. What we do is we go out to the stock world, we look to see what stocks are making the news, and we cover them in Trending Thursdays, whether they're good stocks or maybe not so good stocks. If these are stocks that you own and they're not doing so well, it gives you a heads up on how to trade them. Or some of you may find great opportunities to get into some new stocks if the market timing is right. So keeping that all in place, my friends, let's get into it. The first thing we always do, we always look at what's going on in the market. VectorVest has a unique way of actually timing the market. Now, when I say timing the market, especially to the people who are brand new to the room, we don't predict which way the market is going to go. We are trend followers, and we keep our subscribers on the right side of the trend. So depending on how you invest in the market, we have a market timing signal to get you in and out of the market at the right time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the home page and we're going to start to break down what's going on in the market. First off, you're going to always see what's going on with our major indices, the Dow, the NASDAQ, the S&P, and what we call the VectorVest composite. This is an indexed arithmetic average of all of the stocks that we track. Remember, we track 8,245 stocks. We put all of those stocks into one indicator called the VVC, and right now it's trading at $51.76. We can clearly see that all of the major indices are up today. The Dow is up about 93 points, but the headliner for today is the NASDAQ, up about 0.6%. So everything is up. That's a good thing. We now move over to our market timing gauge, which is our daily traffic light into the market. Currently, with today's activity, we're one tick into the green, which means that the color guard is mildly bullish, and we give you insight. VectorVest does advocate buying safe, undervalued stocks that are rising in price at this time. So, one tick into the green, the color guard is mildly bullish, and it's okay to buy stocks. Now, down below is the color guard. And the color guard tracks three of our market timing indicators. Price, which is the price movement of that VectorVest composite. Remember, I told you right now it's trading at $51.76. Well, we track this indicator on both the week-over-week and day-over-day basis. RT looks at the short-term price trend of the market. Now, RT is cast on a scale between 0 and 2. When RT is above 1, the market is in an uptrend. And when RT, as it is here, is below 1, the market's in a downtrend. The next indicator is the BSR, or buy to sell ratio. This is an indicator that looks at the overall health of the market. Now notice, every stock in our database gets a buy, sell, or hold recommendation every day. When the market is showing signs of strength, we then have more buys in the system than sells. And when this indicator, the buy to sell ratio, is below the value of 1, we then have more sells in the system than buys. So keeping all of that in mind, we can clearly see when the market is showing signs of strength or signs of weakness. Based on the color guard, the movement of these indicators on both the day-over-day and week-over-week basis, we have a mixture of all three colors in the color guard. Let's see, we've got 5 green, 4 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yellow. So when the market looks like this from a color guard perspective, this is a time to sit back and say, wow, let me chill out, let the market come to me. But on a bullish day, you can take advantage of the market on the bullish side. But on a bearish day, you might want to think about hedging some of your long positions. But this tells me that the market is in a little bit of turmoil. If you're in a traffic light and you see all 3 lights, what are you going to do? You're going to be confused as heck as knowing what to do. So I don't want you to be confused. I do want you to know that the market is showing signs of strength, that the RT tells us the market is moving up, that the underlying trend of the market, which is that MTI, is above the value of 1, and the trend column, which looks at the primary wave of the market and the underlying trend of the market, are both up. But the slowest, most conservative timing call we have is the confirm call. We are still in a confirm down call. Say again? What's wrong with my Duke cup? Oh, you want everybody to see my Duke cup? There we go. So there's my Duke cup. But I'm going to move it out of the way because Joey's a Carolina fan. And he, I'm going to stick, don't touch my cup and put that cup in the garbage. We're going to fight live on TV. All right? Don't be putting my cup in the garbage. All right. The VIX is under 15, says Jay. And when that happens, it tends to show that the volatility in the market is low. But Jay, I do want you to keep in mind that over the last 6 trading days, we've got every color being represented in here as well. So just be careful with that. All right, so from the home page, we can clearly see that today is okay to buy stocks. We do have a green light in the color guard pricing column. We're going to get a press from the, we're not going to get no visit from the press tomorrow. Smoke Carolina this weekend. Oh, Joey doesn't like, Joey's a Carolina fan. You know Trade Shark is like Steve. He's a Seminoles fan. That's all right. But the Seminoles are going to get smoked by Duke this week, so it's all right. How do you get a VectorVest mug? We're going to talk a little bit about that towards the end, but I'm letting you know that we are going to start selling VectorVest mugs. Joey didn't bring one out for me to have a look at so I could show it to you. It's over there. You want to get me one? You don't have to. Joey says no. All right. So anyway, we are going to start selling VectorVest mugs. You guys have been asking for it. So we're working on that. We're going to get a link so that you can click on to get the mugs. All right. And again, hold off on your stocks. Wow. There you go. Joey gave me a mug. Thank you, Joey. Here's the mug. It's a VectorVest mug. All right. And I think the going price is about $15 for the mug. And we'll start doing that starting next week. All right. We're going to present a link for you to be able to order it directly. All right. So now we know what's going on in the market. Let's start talking about, here we go, flash flood warning in the area. There we go. My phone is doing weird things. It does that. I love that it does that. All right, so there we go.
Let's tell them what I said today about the 10,000 subscribers.
Oh, that's one thing. That's right. So we're going to start off with mugs. But once we get to it, thank you for reminding me, Joey. Once we get to 10,000 subscribers, we're going to have the means of doing some semblance of a VectorVest store, which offers more than just mugs. So that is something we've got to have at least 10,000 subscribers to do that. And right now, where are we sitting at, Joey?
8,967.
We have 8,967. So you guys need to spread the word, tell people about this. Get them to subscribe. Once we get to 10,000 subscribers, I believe that we will be able to open up more of a VectorVest store. So, but we can starting hopefully next week. We'll provide you with a link to be able to sell some mugs. All right. Do you sell VV boxers? Wow, really?
I think it'll be whatever you want.
Well, sort of, kind of. It looks like we can do that kind of stuff as well, Jake, and golf balls and all that. So we'll see what's going on with that. All right. Let's get into our first story. Well, we always, I did that again. What do I do, Joey? What do I need to go back to? Here? Here?
Yeah.
This one?
Well, you need to choose this one.
Oh, you did it. Okay. There we go. Let's get into our first story. What is the big mover in the market right now still is the coronavirus. It still weighs heavy, and this was a story done yesterday, February 5th. Coronavirus fears weigh the S&P 500 down. All right, how about VectorVest replica stoplights? Well, you can do a whole bunch of things, and this is where, Jay, you saw what Jay did? This is where your voice is going to come in and see what you want. I'm going to keep this in mind. How about the virus is rapidly spreading viral infection that generates severe flu-like symptoms that is approaching pandemic status. That's big, and that's why it's still big in the news and why we have it as part of Trending Thursday. The shift in how far forward investors are now focusing their attention in making their current day investment decisions is what's prompting the U.S. stock prices to fall. At this point, it's a little too early to identify the downward fall in stock prices as a new levy flight event, which would be the second such event in 2020, though last week's action on Friday, January 31st, suggests it may be the start of a new one. So, will Joey sign your mug? Joey, will you sign his mug?
Absolutely.
Excellent. So, let's take this whole coronavirus. I'm going to get into the software. All right, because the market, what we always do, we always look at what's going on in the market. Let's go back to the 2 indicators that we use for timing the market. The 2 that we primarily use is the VectorVest Composite, and for those of you who are not subscribers, we also look at the spiders. So I'm going to bring up the spiders, I'm going to bring up the SPY and the VVC. Let's view the stock graph in regards to what's going on in the market. put this on a 3-month graph. I'm utilizing normally a 3 and an 8 exponential moving average. Let's go see if I have one for, no, we'll go here. There we go. All right, and I'm gonna take off stochastics, not one that I normally use, but I will keep on volume, and I do want to keep on earnings per share. All right, the SPY. Look at that. As the market is still rising, look at that. We got a little level of indecision in the spiders right now, even though we're still hitting a new 3-month high on the spiders. Be careful with the little bit of a doji or indecision going on in the market right now, all right? Move that down to the VVC. VVC is more of an up bar today, but look at that level of resistance sitting at the 3-month high. Make sure that for more comfortability that you want to see if we can take out that level of the high before you jump on by backing up the bus and putting a lot of stocks on. But the 3 and the 8 exponential moving averages did cross. The market is moving higher after we got a little bit of a bottom right here, a little bit of a bullish harami followed by the 3-8 crossing, and the market's still moving up. Keep in mind, though, we are getting to the headwinds of another level of resistance, so just be careful. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Now, if you're new to the software or would like refresher information about the software, click on this Getting Started video right here. Thanks to all of your input, here's a YouTube video that we think would be perfect for you. Click right here. If nothing else, folks, just hit the subscribe button right here.